The Tesla Model 3 just keeps getting better with its new design, lots of new features, and some of the best prices we've seen so far. But is it really worth buying now? And is this the right time to get one? Well, I bought one, and today I'm going to share 10 reasons why a Model 3 in 2025 is a smart choice. So let's get started with the design and features of the updated Model 3. If you're someone who wants the most up-to-date and advanced things, this is it. Unlike most car companies that come out with new models every year, Tesla does things differently. The older Model 3 version lasted about 6 years, and this new version has only been out for about a year. People even call it a mini Model S, and honestly, that makes sense. Just like the Model S, the updated Model 3 now has ventilated seats, a quieter cabin, a rear screen, customizable lighting inside, better suspension, and if you choose the performance model, it's really, really fast. Now, it's not quite as fast as the Model S, but going from 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds is more than fast enough for most drivers. Also, the outside design looks much cleaner and sharper than the previous version. Over time, Tesla might add or tweak a few small things here and there, but the Model 3 you see here is going to stay around for the next several years. But if you're worried about your car becoming outdated, let's move on to the next reason: Tesla's software updates. First, many of the Tesla recalls you hear about on the news are just software fixes. You simply update your Tesla like you would update your iPhone. When it comes to regular software updates, Tesla sometimes adds brand new features or improves current ones, which means your car gets better the longer you own it. Your Model 3 will always stay current when it comes to tech and software. And speaking of future tech, all new Model 3s now come with hardware for. Tesla and Elon Musk have confirmed this version will one day support full self-driving without you needing to supervise. That's pretty exciting. You're buying a car today that might one day drive itself completely. So how much does all this cost? That brings me to reason number 3, price. Tesla often offers special deals and discounts on Model 3s. Just recently, they even had 0% financing, which sadly ended before I bought mine. But if we're just talking about purchase price, the basic Model 3 is available right now for about $35,000 after tax credits. Considering how much car you're getting, the amount of range, and the fact that you'll never buy gas again, that price is honestly a steal. Just a couple of years ago, these same Model 3s were priced about $20,000 higher. That's why you've heard people talking about Tesla's depreciation lately. It's simply because prices on new models have dropped a lot. As for the Model 3 performance, the one you see behind me, that starts at $47,500 after the tax credit. For this kind of performance, that's a crazy good deal. Like I said, a 0 to 60 time under 3 seconds usually comes with a much higher price tag. Let's keep going and talk about how much space you get. Now yes, it's not the Model Y, it's not an SUV, but for a sedan, there's plenty of space inside. Since it's an electric car, there's no big engine up front, which means you get extra space in the frunk. It's not huge, but it's still bonus storage that gas cars don't give you. There's also a good-sized trunk, plus a sub-trunk below that, which is bigger than the frunk, and even small side compartments in the back for extra storage. Inside the car, it's also roomy. The front seats and back seats both offer good space when compared to other sedans. And if you really need more room than this, the Model Y is the next step up. Now let's talk about safety. Tesla vehicles are some of the safest on the road, and the Model 3 is no exception. In every crash safety test, the Model 3 scores either perfect or close to it, 5 stars across the board. The glass roof, for example, can handle over 20,000 pounds of pressure, which is a lot stronger than you might think. Also, since the battery is placed under the floor, the car has a super low center of gravity. That makes it very hard to flip, even in major crashes. So even though this car is small and sporty, it's one of the safest vehicles out there. And speaking of sporty, let's move on to how easy it is to drive. You don't need to be super tech savvy. Sure, some of the fun settings are a little deep in the menus, but driving it is extremely easy. People often joke that it feels like an iPad on wheels, but the way it handles is really impressive. To be honest, the biggest learning curve for most people is that there are no turn signal stalks. Instead, you use buttons on the steering wheel. Some people don't like that at all, and I get it. But if that's a deal breaker for you, there are third-party companies making turn signal stock add-ons. Other than that, it's like driving any other car, maybe even easier. Instead of a gear lever, you just swipe up or down on the screen to go into drive or reverse. Or you can even turn on automatic gear shifting, and the car will decide for you. One thing gas car owners notice right away is the regenerative braking. Basically, when you lift your foot off the pedal, the car slows down more than you're used to. That's because the car is sending energy back into the battery. Once you're used to it, you hardly ever touch the brake, and that makes driving easier and more efficient. The Model 3 also has tons of cameras, and there's a button on the steering wheel to instantly pull up the rear camera. It makes parking and lane changes a breeze. Another great thing is Autopilot. If we're talking about driving, we have to mention that the Model 3 can drive itself in many situations. Full self-driving is a paid feature. Right now it costs $100 a month. With that, the car will do city driving for you. Stopping at signs, traffic lights, making turns, changing lanes, and more. Right now, it still needs you to pay attention, but like I said earlier, Tesla plans for this to be fully self-driving one day. Even if you don't pay for that upgrade, every Tesla comes with standard autopilot for free. That's meant for highways. It keeps you in your lane, follows the car in front of you at a safe distance, and keeps your speed steady. On long drives, Autopilot makes a huge difference. We've taken several road trips using just Autopilot, and it makes the experience so much more relaxing. Another reason to buy is the Tesla app. This thing is amazing. Yes, you get a key card with the car, but most people just use their phone. From the app, you can lock or unlock the car, start or stop charging, open the trunk, the frunk, the windows, and even turn on the AC. You don't have to be near the car either, you can do this stuff from anywhere. One of my favorite features, especially living in Las Vegas, is being able to cool the car down before getting in on a hot day. That alone feels incredible. Now let's talk about Sentry Mode. This is one of those features that still surprises me most cars don't have in 2025. When your Model 3 is parked, Sentry Mode watches the surroundings and records anything that gets too close. You've probably seen videos online of people trying to damage Teslas. Those clips are usually from Sentry Mode. If someone backs into your car or tries to mess with it, it'll be recorded and saved. You can view the footage from inside your car or on your phone. The videos are saved on a USB that comes in the glove box. While driving, your Tesla also records using its cameras, almost like multiple dash cams at different angles. That's super helpful in case someone cuts you off or causes an accident. Lastly, let's talk about charging. Most people don't realize this, but you can charge your Tesla using a regular wall outlet, the same one you plug your phone into. It's slower, yes, but if you're charging overnight, it'll probably give you enough range for daily use. That's why I recommend new owners start with the basic Tesla mobile charger. Later on, you can upgrade to a faster setup if needed. As for superchargers, you don't need them daily, they're mostly for road trips. But when you do use them, they work incredibly well. Just pull up, plug in, and that's it. No app logins, no card swipes, it's all automatic. In about 15 minutes, you can get around 200 miles of range. So by the time you grab snacks or use the bathroom, your car's ready to hit the road again. One quick bonus I want to throw in is maintenance. Unlike the rest of this list, this is something you don't have to worry about much. Teslas need very little maintenance. For the Model 3, it mostly comes down to keeping the tires filled, rotating them sometimes, and adding windshield washer fluid. That's about it. There's no engine, no oil changes, and fewer moving parts compared to gas cars. That means fewer things that can break. So with everything I've listed, it's honestly hard to come up with a reason not to buy a Model 3 in 2025. That's why I got one myself, as you can see. And if you haven't bought yours yet, I'd appreciate it if you use our referral link in the description. You can save up to $500 on your Model 3, on top of any deals Tesla's already offering. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you want more videos like this. See you in the next one.